If you're a musician who sings and plays guitar, the Boss VE-500 promises to be your vocal harmony and effects powerhouse all in one sleek stomp box. But here's what surprised me. After digging deep into this device, I found some glaring issues that most reviews don't highlight. The advanced vocal harmonies and effects sound great on paper, yet there are real problems that could seriously affect your performance. So, if you're wondering whether this $405.99 pedal is worth it, stick around because I'm about to break down everything you need to know before you buy or regret. Spoiler alert. It's not all sunshine and rainbows. Let's face it, as a singer-guitarist myself, I used to struggle juggling different pedals and trying to get that perfect vocal sound. The VE-500 pitched itself as a game-changer with features like automatic vocal harmony, pitch correction, and up to 9 effects running simultaneously powered by a high-powered Boss DSP engine. Sounds like a dream, right? But once you hit the stage or even rehearse, some rough edges start to show. And here's the kicker. It's rated just 3.9 stars on Amazon. A nice average, but not nearly the hype you might expect for something from Boss. So what exactly goes wrong? First up, let's talk about the vocal harmony and pitch correction. Boss claims natural sound with smooth tracking thanks to enhanced algorithms, and that's half true. In quiet settings, the harmonies can be pretty decent. But throw in real-world conditions like stage noise, multiple instruments, or aggressive playing, and the harmony detection falters. The pedal struggles to lock on your pitch quickly enough, causing occasional off-note harmonies or robotic artifacts. It's almost like asking your GPS for directions in a tunnel. Sometimes it just loses signal. If you rely on flawless harmony for your gigs, this can be frustrating. Now about the effects. There's a ton to choose from. Reverb, delay, modulation, distortion, EQ, filters, you name it. It's like a candy store for vocalists. The enhancement section is designed to shape your core tone perfectly, but dialing in the right combination can be tricky with the tiny stomp box interface. The menus are deep and not very intuitive, which leads to a lot of head scratching during live performances. Ever try adjusting your vocal delay mid-song with a foot switch? It's possible, but expect some fumbling. This isn't plug-and-play for novices unless you spend hours prepping patches beforehand. I have to mention the vocoder effect too, which is marketed as versatile for electronic voice and talkbox sounds based on guitar input. While the idea is cool, in practice the quality is hit or miss. It's definitely not going to replace a dedicated vocoder, and sometimes the synth-like sounds feel flat or outdated. So if you're chasing modern electronic textures, you might be disappointed. Imagine ordering a gourmet meal but getting a burger and fries instead. That's the kind of vibe here. But wait, there's more. And this one really stings, the build and integration. The VE-500 prides itself on fitting seamlessly into your guitar effects pedal board. However, it's quite large and adds a noticeable chunk of weight. If you're trying to keep your setup compact and lightweight for gigs, this won't be your best friend. Plus, the routing options, while flexible, come with a learning curve that can be a barrier if you're not tech-savvy. So, guitarists hoping for effortless vocal and guitar effects blending might face some headaches. At this point, you might be wondering, is all this enough to steer you away from it? Not quite. While it has its flaws, the VE-500 does bring a lot to the table, especially for users who invest time in mastering its quirks. The sound engine is powerful, offering up to 9 vocal effects simultaneously, meaning your creativity isn't severely limited. With patience, you can craft some really impressive multicast vocal layers that stand out on stage. Let me share a quick story. A friend of mine, a gigging musician, bought a VE-500 expecting it to simplify his live rig. At first, he was bummed by the interface and some lag in harmony tracking. But after spending a few late nights tweaking patches and learning signal routing, he was able to pull off layered vocals for his shows that got the audience talking. The key lesson: this pedal rewards dedication, not the impulse buyer. Consider it like a fine wine. It takes time to taste the best notes. And here's a mini promise. I'll tell you later how you can save yourself from the steep learning curve and unlock the VE-500's true potential quickly. But before that, let's talk cost. At $405.99, it's definitely an investment. When compared to other vocal performers or multi-effects gadgets in this category, it lands right in the upper mid-range bracket. The question is whether you get enough value for the price. The Amazon rating of 3.9 out of 5, with a mix of glowing praise and critical complaints, shows the divide. Fans praise its sound quality and versatility, while detractors say the pedal's complexity and occasional tracking woes hold it back. Honestly, if you want quick, reliable vocal effects without hours of setup, you might feel let down. But if you're tech-inclined and hungry for creative possibilities, this could be your dream tool. Now, a quick joke to lighten the mood. Why do vocal pedals never get lost? Because they always follow the pitch. Okay, back to business. Let's explore the interface more. The Stomp Box has several foot switches and a small screen that displays your current patch or parameter. You can toggle through effect banks or adjust essential settings live. But like trying to change a channel on a tiny remote with gloves on, it takes getting used to. No touchscreen here. Think classic Boss ruggedness with a side of old-school menu diving. If you're proud of your multitasking skills, you might enjoy this challenge. Otherwise, it's a potential pitfall. The pedal also shines with connectivity. It offers flexible routing so that your vocal and guitar signals can be processed together or separately. This is gold if you want to keep guitar effects intact while layering vocal effects simultaneously. It's a feature many competitors lack. However, again, setting this up isn't plug-and-play and requires reading the manual thoroughly. Another quick joke. What do you call a pedal board that sings? A VE-500 in disguise. Alright, I'm done with those for now. Rewinding to sound quality. The vocal effects themselves are generally high quality, especially the reverb and delay modules. They add warmth and depth to vocals that can really elevate your live sound. Modulation effects are lush, and the distortion adds a bit of edge when needed. The onboard EQ lets you shape your tone without extra gear. On the flip side, there have been reports of slight latency when stacking multiple effects, which could throw off tight timing. For serious pros, even a tiny delay can ruin a performance. Here's a question for you to ponder. Are you willing to trade some user-friendliness for exceptional sonic range? If your answer is yes, then the VE-500 might be right up your alley. Before wrapping up, a quick tip on making the most out of it. Start with the factory presets to understand the baseline sounds, then slowly customize patches at home. Don't try to fiddle with everything live. That's recipe for disaster. Also, consider pairing it with a MIDI controller for easier parameter tweaks on stage. This combo can transform the steep interface curve into a manageable workflow. Okay, last joke for the ride. Why did the vocal pedal break up with the guitar pedal? It couldn't handle the feedback. Okay, maybe one more. If the VE-500 were a singer, it'd be a diva. Great sound, but sometimes hard to work with. So, where does this leave us? The Boss VE-500 is certainly not perfect, but it's a powerful vocal effects and harmony pedal tailored for serious musician-singers who value creative options over simplicity. It demands patience and commitment but rewards with rich vocal layers, flexible routing, and excellent core effects. If you hate fussing with menus or want something totally plug-and-play, look elsewhere. But if you're ready to dive deeper and sculpt your vocal identity on stage, it's worth every penny of that $405.99 price tag. In conclusion, don't dismiss the VE-500 outright because of its quirks. Embrace them if you're willing to invest the time. Boss has created a unique tool that bridges guitar and vocal effects worlds in a compact stomp box that integrates into your pedal board seamlessly. Yes, some features need polish and the learning curve is real, but the sonic possibilities are vast. If you're intrigued and want to see if this pedal fits your needs, check the best current price on Amazon with the link in the description below. Dive into the reviews, watch demos, and remember, the right gear can elevate your performance, but only if you know how to harness it. Thanks for watching, and if you're a singer-guitarist serious about stepping up your game, the Boss VE-500 might just be the challenge that takes your sound to the next level. Don't buy it blindly, but don't miss the chance to make it yours either. Rock on!